great movie for the city of Cleveland, which has been through so many sports mishaps, from Jordan dropping in on Elo and LeBron leaving, Browns, Ravens. Well, it's just great to have a movie that kind of gives Cleveland some hope, first of all.
Well, it treats Cleveland well. It doesn't pull any punches about things haven't gone well.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're a pretty storied franchise. They have had their moments. It's just that since television's dominance of the scene, we didn't get to see the Jim Brown days when they were a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
We saw it almost happen with Kozar. We saw it almost happen with Sipe. And then we've seen it dismantled.
Right.
But they're not the only team, you know, that's really happened to. But Cleveland was a great place for us to do. The guy who wrote the movie was from Cleveland. He understood its DNA.
Yeah.
And the movie showed us that.
Yeah. And one theme in the movie that I seen that you was dealing with as a character was trading tomorrow for kind of today, what you could do today. Have you been able to do that in your own career, where you had to put something on the line, maybe that might have affected some other movies or something else, for something that you really believed in today?
Yeah, I put my house up to make a movie. I put up my entire savings to make a movie because I believed in it. You know, I did it with this movie right after this draft day called Black and White. I put all my money up to talk about the notion of racism.
Wow.
Smart move? I don't know. But I think movies can be about that stuff, and I think they can be really enjoyable. Yeah, I have pushed it all out into the middle. I have potted a lot of people, and not bluffed.
Yeah. What do you think about the whole draft science thing with the Wonderlic test and the combines? And
it's too much for me. I think I think that, you know, it's almost a national holiday. The thing, I'm interested who goes first. If they don't go first, I'm kind of interested where they end up, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
For the teams, it's terribly interesting. But I'm more in love with Sunday. I'm in love with Sunday night. I'm in love with Thursday night.
Yeah.
I like watching the games, and so I'm about the players and how they're playing. But at a certain point, I'm not into fantasy football. I don't want anything to do with it.
Well, last question. You playing a general manager. Draft is coming up. There's a lot of controversy on Johnny Manziel, Jadeveon Clowney. If you're in that GM seat, who are you picking for that #1 pick?
I don't know. It just depends on who's going to have that pick, and there's a real question right now what Houston's going to do. I know, having played football, the worst thing to play against is a really tough defense. It's hard, even if you're a great player. And Peyton was a great player, and you saw what happened with Seattle. It's no fun when somebody's in your face, whether it's basketball or whether it's football. That's a problem to play against. But you cannot play in the NFL if you don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a quarterback that can make something up when nothing's working.
Sonny, I'd like to congratulate you. I asked you to make a splash, and you did. Is everybody still there?
Anthony, how do you already know about this?
What can I tell you, my boy? It's good to be the owner. I'm about to board my plane. I'm heading for New York.
You're going to the draft?
No, I'm going to see Spider-Man turn off the dark. Of course I'm going to the draft. We got Bo Callahan.
Well.